Networking Squared, back Saturday morning. We want to thank the Salvati Insurance Group for sponsoring today. They are located at 39999 Garfield in Clinton Township. Couldn't they just moved across the street and got 40,000? Anyway, 39999 Garfield. We do appreciate them. And if you've got any questions for Tommy, 248-670-4892.
Doug, what has networking meant for you and your business so far?
Well, networking is just a great experience. I've joined the Commerce as well as the LBN organization. Everybody is a small business owner, and you wouldn't believe how many small business owners know other small business owners.
You bet.
So word of mouth gets around very quickly.
So networking is your main source for business.
Yes.
Right. And for our listeners, I think that what I want to be clear is that you speak in a couple of different formats. One, obviously, you'll do one-on-one consultations. And how do you handle those?
We handle most of our consultations over the phone because it's just so much more effective. But we can also do face-to-face if people are more comfortable with that.
And what's the time frame somebody should allow for the conversation?
Our first one is normally 20 to 25 minutes, and that's just trying to get a lay of the land. And then once they fill out our questionnaire or our profiling questionnaire, then it's about an hour.
Okay, so they can call you and set up a time, so you schedule those calls each day?
Absolutely.
Okay, and then the other part of it is that you do also speak to groups and organizations as well, correct?
Yes, those that would just like to have informational speakers, very happy to do that. Obviously, again, it's free of charge.
Right, so it'd be like a chamber or a Rotary or things like that.
Or a women's organization.
And actually, I'm going to ask you right now, I'm going to ask that you speak at I belong to the Troy Rotary, and I'm going to get you on our roster. I'd love to have you speak to our group in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, great.
Okay.
My pleasure.
So that's just, he had no idea I was going to say that, but you're going to be one of our speakers.
That's how Al works. He pretty much makes things up on the fly. He knows where to plug people in, and it is perfect. You're a believer, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. This is great. This is something where we don't know what we don't know. And there's so much that Doug has been sharing with us that I had no idea that, you could actually have somebody who has picking up dog poop is a franchise.
No, that is a franchise.
It is.
Dog poop picking up is a franchise. You just never want to shake their hand. That's
right.
That's just the way it goes. Now, we have a lot of things coming in, Al, and we have people that are posting on my Facebook site, Jerry Olson. We have people posting on Al Crawford's site, also on Networking Squared on our fan page. Somebody texted me, and they said some franchises may have bad locations, which may give others a bad name, and reputation is everything in franchises, isn't it? And this is one of their questions. In some industries, people can get a label from one bad egg, can't they?
They can. Absolutely. Because one of the processes is we make sure that our clients go out and speak to the owners of the franchise that they're looking at buying. And there's no control and no manipulation of who they talk to. So, you talk to 10 different people and you get 2 or 3 or 4 bad recommendations, that franchise is going away.
So in many cases, it's not a brand new franchise. It's actually taking over an existing franchise?
We do have resales. We call that a resale.
Okay.
People retire, get ill, want to sell their franchise, and they actually, can make good money from their equity position.
Yeah, and that's part of it. Well, when you're in business, that is part of your retirement, building your business, right?
Correct. That's why you do it.
Absolutely. So, Doug, thank you.
It's a very much pleasure.
This was enlightening, and I'd love to have you on for a whole nother segment, but a whole nother segment. I would like to have enough for a whole nother show. This was awesome.
Well, I'm glad. This is one of the reasons that I'm glad that we actually have these shows on YouTube, so that if you, our listeners, are saying, "Boy, this is something I want more information on," obviously we want you to contact Doug. But by Tuesday or Wednesday, go on YouTube and under Networking Squared, and you can re-listen to this interview. And I'm glad it's going to be there for us.
That's great. Al, upcoming. So we started the show with where we've been. Let's talk about where we're going.
Well, called Power Networking Plus, and it's an event that we're going to have Michael Angelo Caruso speaking, Tim Green from Referral Institute, and they're actually letting me speak as well at this thing.
And isn't Networking Squared going to...
That was my next line. And we are actually going to be the MCs for this event.
We're going to MC this event. Al, and it's also sponsored by one of our great sponsors,
Comcast.
So Comcast is going to sponsor this. We're getting a lot of corporate people involved in Networking Squared and Local Business Network. You need to be involved.
Well, I think the point with Comcast was the fact that they support small business. So it's something where we're saying, yeah, do we want corporate America part of us? Yeah, for sure. But their involvement is for small business, and it's really their business class is the part of Comcast that's getting involved with our show. And the way this event's going to work is that it is a speed networking event where you spend 6 minutes face-to-face with a person. We really look to bring some contacts together for you in this event. I'm going to do a presentation on how to do speed networking. That's my piece of this. But here's the deal. It's $49, and that gets you 2 tickets and lunch. So you have the ability to see 3 speakers. Jerry and I are doing the emceeing plus lunch, and I think it's a great event. Now, here's the caveat to this. There's only 100 people going to be there. 100 tickets is all we're selling because that's all the room we have. So if you're interested, what I need you to do is to go online it's the Local Business Network website. So it's LOCBUSNET.com, and you can register today for that event. Only 100 tickets are going to be sold, and we just launched the tickets on Monday, and we've already sold 40. This is going to sell out fast.
We really needed to have a 200 seat to this, or even maybe more, but we're going to do this again. And where's it going to be, Al?
Yeah, it's going to be at Comcast on Concept Drive in Plymouth. It's 41112 Concept Drive in Plymouth. It's on the north side of Plymouth Road or the east side of Haggerty.
All right, we need you to be involved in that. And if you like what we're talking about, get involved. We want to meet you, talk with you, and this thing is growing. Networking Squared is growing. The events that we're putting together are being sold out. And Al and I are working to get out there and teach everybody about social media. You can get Networking Squared to come out to your company, your restaurant, your business, your building, and we'll teach you about social media and networking.
It's a piece that everybody has to understand. The presentation that Lisa Manini did last night, it was a big portion of her presentation, is basically saying that if social media is not part of your marketing plan, you are doomed.
That's pretty scary, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So these people are now starting to be aware of it. I got a chance to talk to somebody at a restaurant yesterday and explaining how social media will bring people into their business, having a fan page, having people check in, having people on Facebook being your advocates. And that's really what we're talking about.
It's as simple as, even with our fan page, it's something where we're going to feature a business. If you are on our show, we're going to feature your business, and you're going to have 550 people seeing that business, and it's a way that you can promote it. It's how we all have to work this stuff. We all have to work together and help each other to be able to educate people in Southeast Michigan on how to get more business.
All right. And my group, I'll be out entertaining with Liaison, and we're going to be out on Brandy's on Thursday night, and that's on Telegraph Road, just north of Square Lake. If you would like to come out, when we're entertaining, we're still networking. So if you want to talk about your business, come up and introduce yourself to me, and I'll make sure they know who you are. Thank you so much. The hour screams by. I love this stuff.
It's the fastest hour of my week.
Erica, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
And Mr. Al Crawford, walk us out, baby.
All right, and first, again, I'd like to say thanks again to Tommy Salvati at the Salvati Insurance Group, and God bless America.
Networking Squared is brought to you by the Crawford Connection and Local Business Network. Get connected with Jerry and Al. Visit localbusinessnetwork.com.